Hey everyone, how you doing? Today I'll be talking about the movie Hoodlum with Lawrence Fishburne. This is one of his good work that he did in the 90s ever. Um, Lawrence Fishburne plays this gangster based on a true story to Bumpy Johnson. But I say check the documentary. You could go on YouTube or anywhere on YouTube. I'm sure you can find a documentary on Bumpy Johnson. And because I did saw a documentary of it before I saw this movie long ago. But it's a pretty interesting documentary. But besides this, let's talk about the movie. Um, Bobby Johnson just got out of prison. He met with his cousin. His cousin was for a gang leader up in Harlem called the Queen or Queenie, I think they call her. And you see him from the bottom to the rise, how Bobby Johnson is once he gets to the gang life. Meanwhile, Queen has a rival named Dutch, who's like I think he's a Jewish gangster, and he's trying to take over Harlem, the number game also. Meanwhile, Dutch is in part of the syndicate table with Lucky Luciano, who's like the lead gangster that no one don't want to mess with. He leads makes sure all the gangsters are at peace, not at war. But Dutch doesn't want to keep peace with the Harlem gangster. And later on, as the movie progresses, Queenie gets arrested for illegal gambling by a crooked cop. So that's when Bobby Johnson takes over the her table pretty much, like her gangster her gang operation pretty much, yeah, and taking over the number game and found ways to make sure that everything's running smoothly while Dutch trying to take over Harlem, and Bobby Johnson wasn't gonna have it. He's gonna beat him and fight him back. He meets up with Lucky Luciano later on in the movie, trying to keep the peace, but he still disagrees that he wants to keep the operation for himself. And as the movie progresses, people that he cares about and people around him start dying more under his leadership. And Queen didn't like it when she found out what's going on. But without spreading too much about the movie, I thought this movie was really good and very well acted. There was things that Bobby Johnson had to do. Sometimes he had to give up to stop a threat that's going out of hand against Dutch. When what's interesting, he teamed up with Lucky Luciano to have his gang be part of his gang, and he has to sacrifice some of the onions to stop Dutch, because Dutch was going out of control. And that's when Bobby Johnson said, "Yeah, I'm going out of control too." So he was willing to work with Lucky Luciano, and so he's under protection under him now, and Dutch wasn't having it. So let's say Dutch suffers a same effect. His end wasn't good, for this character. But I never liked Dutch. Dutch played a good villain though. Tim Roth, I think, played the character, and he's a good actor. But all in all, I mean, besides that, once Bobby Johnson gets his revenge, and once he decided what he needed to do for the original leader to come back Queenie out of jail, I thought this movie was good. I thought the movie ended well. Yeah, I thought it ended well. So it's really good. If you're a fan of gangster movies, I think Hoodlum is one of those gangster movies, especially when it comes to black gangster movies. Definitely add it to your list. And it's old school. It's like the 1920s, 1930s type of gangster movies. So if you like that style, then you definitely want to check this out. Also, I recommend you check out Mobsters. That's another good movie, which has a character played by Christian Slater. I think he played Lucky Luciano in that movie. So yeah, check that one out. Anyway, over and out.